What's up, guys? It's your boy DS, and today we're going to be talking about learning how to deflect better. Now, I know a lot of you guys may have been struggling out there with the deflects, and this game is a pretty hard game to get the timing down perfectly, so I completely understand. Not to mention, if you spam the button, instead of you deflecting, you'll end up dodging, and then there's a couple of other mechanics that go into it, so I completely understand. The first thing I want to talk about is enemies. Enemies all have their own timing. So, a big part of you learning how to parry or deflect the enemy is, number one, you may have to know their moves, and if you don't know them, you'll have to learn them, or B, you guys will just have to have really solid reaction time. There's a lot of different times when I was fighting an enemy and I knew their moves, so I was able to deflect them, and then there's a lot of times where I didn't know the enemy's moves, but I reacted and I was able to deflect them anyway. So as far as the enemies go, there's a bunch of different enemies in the game. You're going to have to learn their moves, know their moves, or react to them. Now that we're done talking about the enemies, I want to talk about blocking into deflect. This is going to be one of the best things for you guys to do because, number one, whenever you're blocking into deflect, let's say you deflect late, you will get your block off because you are holding your block. Number two, I don't know if it's a psychological thing or what, but I've said it. I've seen multiple other people say it. But for whatever reason, maybe it's a mechanic in the game, but for whatever reason, whenever I hold block, I deflect so much better. I don't know if it's because I'm focusing in or whatever the case may be, but like I said, number one, if you hold your block and you parry late, you will block, so that is nice. But number two, it just allows better focus. I'm not entirely sure. Now that we're done talking about that, I do want to talk about deflecting into dodge. Now, like I said, when you press your deflect button, if you press it twice, you will dodge. I'm not telling you guys to dodge all the time, simply because I'm telling you right now, the dodge doesn't have any iframes. The dodge is not that good in the game. Like, when you dodge, you have to actually dodge the move, or you're going to get hit. I don't know how many times I've dodged and still got hit from moves because I was still in the middle of it. So, if you are going to dodge, just make sure you're actually dodging and not trying to iframe, because I know a lot of the Souls games, they have iframes. This one is not one of those. Now, I know some of y'all are going to say, hey, DS, I know you're saying practice, but is there anywhere I can practice, before I fight this, boss that I'm about to walk into? But you're in luck. If you actually just walk backwards, there is a camp right here that has a bunch of different enemies for you guys to practice on. And if you see the archer, you can actually practice on him specifically. So if you want to, you can kill all the enemies in the camp. And as you guys see, I deflected him, and that was off reaction. I just kind of felt it, and then you know what happened. But yeah, so you can kill these other guys, and that way you see I didn't deflect, but I got the dodge off. So, like I said, if you guys can't get the deflect off, you can get a dodge off. But anyways, after you've killed a couple of them, as you guys see right here, he's shooting at me, and you can basically just use this guy to get your timing down. And then once you get your timing down, maybe you walk backwards a little bit. And then, if you get your timing down back there, maybe you can walk forward. But whatever the case is, this is a really good way to get your timing down. And what this is going to allow you to do is to basically get a feel for when that attack hits you and the window you can use to parry. Because the window to parry is very limited. It's not a lot of time. It's a very small margin. So that'll allow you to basically get your timing down on when you need to parry. So whenever you go into the enemies or other bosses, you guys will have it down. But anyway, that is going to be it for this video. I hope I helped you guys out. Let me know if this worked for any of you guys. Be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.